Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Griftlands. Yes, this is Griftlands. This is what it looks like when it's Griftlands and not the other thing. I'm going to be honest with you, I went through the whole process of recording and then uploading and then making live that video without realizing what had happened. It was only after it had been up for a little while, some viewers brought my attention to it. Imagine my embarrassment. I will say, it's a good thing that happened in like this series, which is just sort of like a little view of here's a thing that's coming later, and not like a series where I'm actually showing off a completed product. And I'm happy that it wasn't the final day, so you guys will get to actually see the evolved forms of our decks. But yeah, I'm embarrassed. It was a bad job. Sometimes you just do a bad job. I'm not going to put you through the whole story of what happened, because I do know essentially what happened. What I will say is this. Sometimes people in your life will tell you that you need to get some sleep. You should listen to those people. You do not do your best work when you're very tired. Anyway, let's play Griftlands. Let's play the final day of this run of Griftlands. We will not get to the end of Sal's story today. The end of Sal's story is not in the game currently, but I believe this will be the final day of this run. So, out to the map here. We have some important things to do. Actually, no, never mind. We have some side quests to do while we wait for evening. That's right. We have some important things to do in the evening. So we could go do a fight for a spark grenade. I don't really need a spark grenade. We could do combat or negotiation for an upgrade card. I do like upgrades. And this would get us a bonus payment. Okay, a bonus payment of 100 shills on a 100 shill job is definitely better. Honestly, are we at a point here where that's what I want? Where I want to take 200 shills? What do we need upgrades on? Actually, buying an upgrade for Blade Fury would be pretty cool, and we're not very likely to get Blade Fury upgraded otherwise. It does only add 1 extra point of damage on average per copy, which I guess is not, like, amazing. That's probably better than the money. We probably do not need that much money. Alright, let's do it. Friend or fanatic? Delena has offered you a reward to rescue Iona from the Admiralty. Okay, and sticking our thumb in the eye of Admiralty is kind of our whole deal. Having your own parish is the closest the Deltrian can get to nobility. The rules are different in Havaria, but maybe nobody told Delena that. Delena nods in an acknowledgement of your presence. Well, it's a start. You're a hunter, right? So you do jobs for pay? Not all jobs, and only for certain amounts of pay, but you've got the idea. My friend Ionis was on a mission through the more rugged parts of Murder Bay, and she went missing. She's a Luminari, trained in combat. It's hard to believe some miscreants managed to get the jump on her. But she's missing all the same. I've petitioned the priests in Supplicant City to investigate, but the roads are clotted with pilgrims this time of year, and I worry they'll come too late. Will you look for her? Yeah, I'll look for her. I mean, listen, I'm not necessarily all about helping people, but we know a little bit about what happened thanks to quest text from the future here. So I am not interested in taking any of these cards, right? Yeah, I think this is a good card, for sure, but I don't think we want this in our deck. And I actually do kind of want the money. To be perfectly honest, that 10 shills looks okay. May your path keep to the shallows. Well, I mean, obviously we're going to negotiate for more money, though. That's kind of a no-brainer. Okay, decent strong point. So, what we would really love to do is find a way of drawing into some cards here to get us... what do you call it? I can't remember the name of the thing. Let me look at my deck. There it is, Overbear. Yeah, what we wanted was to find Overbear there. Unfortunately, not quite going to work. Well, we should be able to pretty easily take down a couple of these, well, at least one of these arguments this turn. So what we have 4 actions. We have 2 damage from the Mending Drain, some amount of damage from Oppress, and some amount of damage from Hostile Instincts. I think we are not going to play Hostile Instincts for the Dominance. We're not going to play it for Obtuse. So we can play... We could play Oppress first. And if it doesn't roll a relatively high number, then we know that we could just take him too. So we only really want mean if mean's going to allow us to take down something serious this turn, like this one. But oppress is pretty likely to get there. Alright, I'm going to be greedy. We're going to do it this way so that we can try to get the damage and the point of dominance, and if oppress rolls a 1, then I'm just going to feel really bad. Okay. That actually worked out really well. So then we Mending Drain on this thing, and we'll pull off the kill on that next turn, hopefully. That's a fair amount of extra money. Okay, well, it's gotta be this, right? So let's start with some damage. Boy, none of these are great. Take that and... oh, Overbear. Okay, I like Overbear a lot. Do we want to play anything before the Overbear? Probably not. Oh, Overbear might actually end the argument without finishing the job, though. Let's play the Mirrored Threaten... no, let's start with this. Okay. I guess we didn't really need Overbear. We didn't really need anything, though, because we get this kill no matter what. These cards are not real cards, so we don't care about their XP. Yeah, whatever. Let's just end the fight. I'm overthinking a very simple thing here. We could take another Oppress. I don't think we need it, though. I'm just gonna skip. I'm pretty happy with our deck. Both of our decks, actually. And I'm also pretty happy with 319 shills. That sounds wonderful. Oh, what is this? You stumble across a bounty hunter trying to apprehend Raider. The guy, okay, this is a guy whose name is Raider. He looks like somebody from Borderlands. Just come quietly and no one has to get hurt. Ah, I'm free, and I intend to stay that way. Hey you're Sal, aren't you? Help me get this guy and I'll share the bounty. Well, in general, I have been pretty friendly with the spree. But I do love bounties. You think this would make Nadan mad? I'm gonna do it. Let's capture him. If he had been being harassed by a guy from the Admiralty, we probably would have broken the other way on this. But I do love a good bounty. Well, we may as well throw the kidney shot out. It is free. We should probably apply this wound first. And then we could do... I should have played Hilt Bash before the stun. We could have gotten an extra combo point. I guess I'm going to do Sal's combo daggers into Gut Shot, because this will charge up the coil gun most effectively. We'll just shoot him. Yeah, stun is extremely powerful. Maybe get him for 34 more. He's not even going to attack me, which is wonderful. Boosted Scatter is a pretty good pull. So we'll discard these two. Oh, right. Discard 3 cards. Well, whatever. That's fine. Focused Assault twice to take advantage of all the extra power. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And our friend overdid it a little bit. I don't think we're going to be able to collect the bounty there, friend. We don't... We could take this Blade Fury and then try to get rid of our other one, because this one has so much more XP, but I think we'll just skip. Whenever you attack, gain 1 combo. Do we want to take this? It's pretty close to being upgraded. You know what? I'm going to take it. Maybe we didn't need to do that. So we gained a reputation card there. Whenever this is in your hand, hostile cards deal bonus damage. That's a good card for us. I did not earn this particular part of my reputation. There was a mention of a bounty? Well, he was worth more alive, but here's half the bounty. Okay, well, we got paid. He was worth more alive, like it's my fault. I'm starting to think everybody out here is a murderous psychopath. Ionis' trail led you here. If Delena is right, then she likely lost her footing in a scuffle with bandits. You bend down to examine the upturned dirt when you hear voices from the tree line. You melt back into the bush like a stalking yote. Sal hides in the bushes and prepares to ambush the convoy. That's weird, usually the narration's in second person. The convoy transporting Ionis arrives as promised. Well, I think, we do have an advantage here. This looks like a tough fight. Or we could go for the threaten. Oso hates us, which is really coming back to bite us in the ass here. But our negotiation deck is super powerful. I think our negotiation deck is better than our combat deck. So if this is going to be a tough fight, I'd rather do it this way. How about you hand over Ionis and no one gets hurt? Excuse me? Alright. Love to see the dominant bulldoze right off the bat here. I will say this is a little bit out of character for our version of Sal, who is extremely murderous. But, you know, again, survival. Survival's fun. So we're definitely going to be able to play Hostile Instincts into... probably just Obtuse, right? So we don't have a lot of damage coming here. And then, I guess we're done. We didn't really draw a whole lot of value here. Yeah, that's fine. That was an okay first turn. This would be a really good time for an overbear. Well, we might be able to find one. Let's start with the Caprice. So we could get another Caprice. I'm not, like, wild about our options here. Yeah, let's just take this and also an Overbear. And then we'll play the other free Caprice that we comboed into. At the beginning of your turn, gain 1 dominance. Kinda like this thing. I mean, there's definitely something to be said for just give me a ton of dominance right now. You know what, let's take the give me a ton of dominance right now. And I'm just going to draw my whole deck here real quick. See, those things have 6 health each, so this is a fine time for the Overbear. Like I said, this deck is starting to get pretty good. Ooh, dangerous. That was a good draw. We still have a Mirrored Anger. I probably want to play this pretty late in the turn, though. Visionary Domineer. We have 4 dominance. I can afford to Visionary Domineer right now. Wait, shouldn't we have drawn... Gain 2 actions, draw 2 cards. It did spend the dominance, but I think it only drew us 1 card, right? That's weird. We have plenty in our draw pile. In fact, it drew us 1 card for the Bulldoze and didn't draw us either of the cards for that. Okay, well, I mean, not the end of the world, certainly. Deal 1 damage, deal 1 resolve to a random target whenever you draw a card. Not as early in the turn as I would have liked that. I guess let's play this low blow. Draw some cards, deal some damage, get some evokes. And this is totally free, we may as well play it. Do this is going to spend a dominance. I guess we could play Oppress first, but I think there's a pretty good chance I don't want to play the Oppress. Oh, actually, we just kill him. Never mind. Never mind, everything's fine. I got so into my combo there that I wasn't even looking at the numbers anymore. Okay, steal the target's composure, or... I like just deal way more damage. That seems like pretty good to me. And another Caprice comes up. Well... I do like this card. But do we want to make our deck any denser? Like, do I really want more stuff in my deck? I think our deck's pretty good as it is. If you get Caprice leveled up, I'm going to take it. If you get it leveled up to be the double thing, it's extremely powerful. Alright, so he hands her over. That was easy, and I didn't have to get stabbed even once. Maybe I'm in the wrong line of work here. There should be a professional hostage negotiator. Good news. Here you go. One Luminari, alive and, well, alive. Ah, that's wonderful news. Thank you, Sal. Hesh's tendrils truly quiver where you walk. Is that a good thing? That's, yikes. What about my payment? Yes, of course. Profits to those who hold the abyss. Alright, Delena likes us, which is fine, and we get an upgrade. I think we're going to take it on a battle card. I think we're going to take it on the Blade Fury. Right, if we upgrade this... hold on a second. What is the upgrade path on Kidney Shot? Okay, you can make it permanently free. That's definitely interesting. Hilt Bash upgrades into an extra point of combo or a little bit of bonus damage. Yeah, Frenzied Assault is like, whatever. That upgrade is not very exciting. Taking this up to 1 to 4, I actually think is pretty good, because we are often able to get quite a few copies off it. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Our negotiation deck, I think, no longer needs the help. It has become extremely good. We could give him 200 shills, draw 1 extra card at the start of a negotiation, not every turn or anything. No, I'm good. I'm good. You two just sit there and breathe in perfect unison. Probably a religious thing. Alright, friend in trouble, your friend Ash is in trouble, or go get a vial of slurry? No, of course I help my friends. It's a really good idea to be on Sal's good side. I hope everybody out here in the Griftlands is learning that. You find Ash under Ferdinand's heel, looking 1 blow away from the worst day of their lives. Does Ash already love me? Hey, whatever, I'm gonna save him. It doesn't matter. Also, I think Ferdinand doesn't really care for us, right? Let's just kill him. You know how we do. He's a little skittish. So, we did not draw a bad hand here. This is pretty good. Let's throw Kidney Shot. Shut you off for a turn. Follow up the Kidney Shot with a Gut Shot, because I'm all about shots here. And then I think we play the Blade Fury. I know we just play Rooted Haymaker afterward. So right now the Blade Fury is going to hit for... You have a wound. So we're going to get 4 Blade Furies at roughly 2.5 damage each. Plus the 1 damage from the wound. So yeah, this is a very slightly better use of our combo. And actually we rolled pretty high there. I mean, you know how Sal does. Alright, it turns out we're on the lam. I believe I already was. We get some okay loot here, and Admiralty Requisition is actually really great. And then a battle card. Add a copy of this card to your discard. Spend 1 combo to draw a card. Huh. That's kind of interesting. What a strange card. It does give you damage for free, but I don't think I want it in my draws. I think we'll just skip here. This card is drawn, gain a dominance and influence and 2 vulnerability. Okay, that's totally fine. Ashgora now hates us, but I think Ferdinand was a problem, if I remember correctly. So we probably came out okay on that. Alright, let's get you somewhere safe. You take Ash to shelter, and after dressing his wounds, get back on the road. And then obviously we hit the night market. I'm not even sure how much game is left, and we're getting through this episode remarkably quickly. Let's talk to Endo first. We don't have any graft slots, right? Yeah, I think we can, if we buy a graft now, I think we can shed one of our old grafts, so I guess we should look at least. Start each negotiation with 1 dominance is totally fine. Whenever you break defense with an attack, apply 2 bleed and gain 4 defense. Also, like, those are both good. I don't think they're worth money. Alright, buddy. Let's annihilate a card. What do we still have in my deck that I don't really want? We could probably drop the Fast Talk. Yeah, I think that's... This is maybe the worst card in our deck at this point. Which speaks pretty well of our deck. We could pull another Bulldoze. I think I'm okay. I think just getting the deck thinner is good. And then let's do the same thing to our other deck. Here we still have some cards that are a little bit crummy. Like, we don't, I think, want either of those Feints in the deck. And then odds that I'm going to buy something are pretty poor. Yeah, I'm good. I saw there's a card there that, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. This would have been a neat thing to have earlier in the game. I don't think it's worth putting in the deck now. So I guess we're good then, actually. We just have more money than we need. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really really pressing that needs to get done here. Okay, Nadan. Good, you're here. What's up, Nadan? You look happy? Is that your happy face? It's hard to tell. You gotta look at the eyebrows. You know Ulo? Name rings a bell. She's an Admiralty officer, right? That's her, Kredeshi, slippery as Hesh itself. Only one person living I hate as much as Kashio, and that's Ulo. Yeah, I get that. Admiralty people tend to suck. But, like most of her kind, she's got a big family, lots of obligations. Turns out one of her brothers is in the cult, and he's coming to town for the auction. You see where I'm going with this? I've got a big barbed hook. All I need is the worm. Okay, go kidnap Ulo's brother. Use him as bait to draw Ulo into a fight, then kill Ulo. That sounds 100% within my skill set. Fulo, Ulo's kin, really? Okay. Fulo, Ulo's kin, is arriving at the beach tonight. He's hired private protection. Maybe it doesn't sound as silly in their language, I don't know. Go insinuate yourself, then set the trap. Once you're in position, we can send the ransom note. Only there's not going to be no ransom. You'll kill Ulo the second she shows her face. Yeah, I can read the quest text. Do that, and I promise you, you've proven yourself to me. I'll get you into that auction on my word. Yeah, alright. Notice optional. Pick a spree member to help you. Can we ask about... No, okay. Well... Nadan said you could take one of his spree to help you if you can convince them. He didn't, by the way. He didn't say that, but... Kuga's pretty tough, we know that. Let's see if we can get Kuga to come with us. We could pay Kuga to come with us, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, we'll do it this way. Hey, it's Kuga, my buddy, my chum. I'm doing a big job for Nadan. I could use some help. Alright, you get to start with a point of dominance. That's awfully nice. Actually, get to start with 2 points of dominance. We have a little bit of vulnerability here, and surprise, surprise, Kuga hits really hard. But something tells me we'll be okay. So, how do we start this? We want to get 4 red cards out this turn. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we just play Hostile Instincts. I think into Mean, even? Do we need Obtuse? I guess we're going to play some other red cards. Obtuse ends up being more total damage. Right, because now we're going to get 2 bonus damage on Low Blow and Overbear and Erupt. Oh, sorry, both of the Erupts. And also, we may as well do this. We do have the point of influence, after all. That's a real shame. Oh, you know what? The Heated is going to finish the argument for us. Yeah, this deck's alright, I guess. Oh, we leveled up our Invective. Cool. So... Okay, it doesn't expend, or it gains you 2 Heated. We're not probably going to need it to be playable multiple times. Things are resolving too quickly. Ooh, I almost want to take Solid Point. I think we'll just skip on this. Alright, this is an important gig. If we pull it off, Puff, I'm sure that's supposed to be off, we'll be Nadan's favorites easily. I could use the leverage. Nadan's been giving me the stink eye a bit more than usual. Sure, I'll tag along. That seems dangerous. Like, I know Nadan's like the boss or whatever, but Kuga is terrifying. I'd be very, very nervous about giving her the stink eye no matter who I was. Okay, kidnap Ulo's brother, use him as bait, then kill Ulo. Do not kill Fulo until he has been bait. You have to be careful. You arrive at the beach where you find two Admiralty, their heads hung in boredom. When is this Hessian brat supposed to show up, anyway? Should be soon. The Vrox can speak? I thought they were like animals. Well, shit. I've been treating them terribly. Should be soon, shouldn't it? High tides don't want for nobody, Hessian or not. Ugh, I want to get my plonk on. Oh, I hesitate to mouse over this even. Oh, it's a drink. A drink that tastes like brine and leaves you feeling seasick. Okay. Ulo gave us our orders, and no way I'm going to let you bail without me. So far, you remain unnoticed, so we could try to trick Feldspar into leaving, or we could just have at them. The thing is, our negotiation deck is so much fun to play with, I think we're just going to go this way. Ahoy, I'm your midnight relief, here to relieve. Oh yeah, that seems too good to be true. Well, sometimes the stars align, friend. I'm here on Ulo's orders. Hail and well met, fellow Admiralty. I'm here to, relieve you from your duty. Wait, with a damn spree thug in tow? Guess Ulo was right to be careful. Foul play is afoot. Listen, this guy wants to believe that it's time for him to get off work. All we have to do is convince him of something he wants to think is true. Should be easy. Well, let's start with an enhanced overbear. This will draw us a card. Give us a little bit of information here. We drew a caprice. I love a caprice. Browbeat is not great here. Oppress is not great here. Actually, yeah, Evil Eye is pretty good. I like Evil Eye. So we play ourselves a free Evil Eye, which triggers just a ton of stuff. And then I do have two dominants, so let's go for a Visionary Domineer. Into Dominant Bulldoze, followed by Mirrored Anger. I mean, we're probably not looking at a kill this turn, no matter how we run this. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do Dominant Bulldoze into Mirrored Anger. Okay, I was hoping we would draw some more free stuff, but that was pretty good. Okay, that's a lot of dangerous arguments, but something tells me we'll be alright. So let's start with the Mirrored Caprice? No, let's start with Hostile Instincts for two dominants, right? Okay, we're just about to get to flip our discard pile back over into our draws, which will give us all of our erupts again. So I'm pretty excited about that prospect. Play once for each action available. I don't know, none of these are very good. This one does some damage, I suppose. Yeah. And then for the second one, we get an Evil Eye. Sure. Play the Evil Eye. Play anything, and that'll flip the deck back over, and then we just... I mean, even if he didn't have 7 health, he could have a ton of health here, and we still win. I guess I should have played a card that needs XP there. Am I gonna take another one? No. Deck's tall enough as it is. Ulo thought an Admiralty guard would draw too much attention, so she hired me. I can guard the Hessian and get them where they need to go safely, all under the radar. Oh, that's clever. This makes our lucky day, doesn't it? Thanks, Hunter. Have fun babysitting. Yeah, you really got one over on me there. Okay, lucky day indeed. Out over the water, a light cuts its way through the fog. Soon, a small dinghy inserts itself on the shore, and out of it steps a Kredeshi dressed in flamboyant finery. Fulo looks you over with open distaste. Who are you? Where's Ulo? She had clear instructions from Mother to meet me here. Yeah, let's convince him that I'm the escort, because again, our negotiation deck is so much fun to play with. Kuga gets a good word in edgewise here at the beginning. Pretty much everything Kuga does is edgewise. Okay, let's start with some Caprice. Wow, these are not good cards. I guess we do the Gruff? Maybe it's Browbeat. No, it's probably that, actually. And then here we again have a pretty bad selection. Oh, hold on. Am I going to do anything that's going to gain me more dominance before I play this? I guess we should play this thing. Okay. Well, I guess we'll take the Domineer. And then we'll go Incept some Flustered. Everything goes nuts. Just be mean, because I like being mean. And then we'll do this to gain 2 actions. We could Mirrored Plead, but I think I would much rather use Visionary Reconsider on the Influence. Which draws us a Caprice. Which gives us, sadly, not a ton of play here. Get some of our dominance back, at least. And then, I mean, we get to play everything that's left in our hand. Finally get to level up Seeds of Doubt. Okay. We didn't win on the first turn, which I consider to be a little bit of an embarrassment. Something tells me we're going to be able to do this without bribing Fulo to come with us. Oh, he's stealing my money. Well, that's, you know what? It's probably fine. Can pay 5 shills one time, I suppose. We're definitely taking Mirrored, right? Mirrored is very good. And then Incept 2 Drought Dakar. Yeah, it's probably that. It's probably 3. Actually, maybe not, given how good our deck is. Now, the bandits in the eye have been keeping a close eye on the Admiralty. Ulo thought you'd be safer with off-the-books protection. She knows I prefer to travel with fanfare. But this cloak and dagger nonsense is very typical of her. Well, lead on. Okay, easy. That was, like, remarkably easy. And hey, we didn't even get ambushed on the road, which I was actually totally expecting. You find the Spree safe house and usher Fulo safely inside. Watch your head, my liege. Why, thank you. I must say, for a hired gun, you have shown impeccable respect, and... Finally, Fulo takes in the squalor of the safe house, and the Spree thug approaching with a length of coarse rope. Why, wait a moment. You're just a you aren't a hoodlum, are you? Fulo is quickly bound and gagged, who manages it with professional ease. Good work, Hiku. Because I think the gag is the most important part of that. You made it. He give you any trouble? You know Hessians. They do all the talking and let the tentacles do all the thinking. Turns out Fulo not real fond of us at this point. So, what have you heard? Apparently Ula was spitting bricks when Fulo didn't show up. Ransom note should have gotten there by now. One thing, though. The word is Ulo has one of those pedigree battle news, so don't expect her to go down easy. Oh, yeah? Well, that'll be fun. Hiku begins to pack up her things, heading for the door. Whoa, wait, where are you going? The Dan wants me back on the tail end in case anything goes wrong. And, no offense, but it probably will. Okay, well, I'll just convince you to stay and fight. Fulo does not get to participate in the negotiation. He's gagged. Maybe we should just pay this time. I am getting a little low on resolve. No, I want to play with our deck again. Don't believe a word. Wow! What the hell? 10 damage straight up is a little extreme. Okay, so we actually do have to be a little bit careful here. We have to win this. Okay, let's go Hostile Instincts or Obtuse. Play Obtuse. Now we have 4 dominance. We want to play Mirrored Anger. That'll set off the Invective. The Invective being played will set off the Erupts. That'll be a pretty good start. And then after that, we can do Visionary Domineer and basically start our turnover. I guess we should do other stuff first. Like, we should play Low Blow before we lose the dominance. Oh, what a good draw. Let's see. Yeah, at this point, probably just damage. Well, it's hard to know because we don't know exactly what we're going to get off the other Caprice. Let's take the Attitude. And then, yeah, here, that's pretty good. We'll play this Caprice just to make sure it gets played. Another Low Blow. And then, yeah, that's lethal. That's lethal and then some. I was not prepared to just take 10 damage at the beginning of the fight. Do we want to have one of our caprices be boosted? Upgraded cards are sometimes very, very good. Yeah, alright. That might have been the last negotiation. It may not end up mattering. I don't think we want any of this. If you stay, our chances against Ulo double. That's just math. Simple math is that Nadan kills me if I don't follow orders. Well, he won't if we win, and if we don't, you'll already be dead. It's very convincing. Well, that... Huh. Okay, I guess that does make a weird sort of sense. Fine, I'll help you here. But you take the Oshnu, alright? These things creep me out. You sit and wait, and it's not long before you hear something large cleaving its way through the bush outside. Well, here we go. Fulo wrestles his mouth out of his gag, bleeding smugly. Ha! Now you'll see, miscreant. No one interferes with the Aloano family. For what it's worth, I plan on having your skull preserved as a trophy. He probably actually does think that's kind of a compliment. Okay, so we cannot interact with anything here in any meaningful way. Can we... Yeah, hey, how you doing? I was wondering if we could, like, maybe pay him off, if that was the reason we had an interaction break here, but no, let's just go do the thing. You exit the safe house, ready to face Ulo. Ulo cuts a daunting figure, perched atop a fully equipped battle Oshnu. You've never seen a snail that frightening. This was a fun joke, grifter, but all you got for yourself was a day in the company of my least interesting sibling. Hope it was worth it, because this'll be a sorry way to die. Well, no two ways about this, let's just do it. The good news is our battle deck is pretty strong. Wow. That is, I mean, it's exactly what they said it was going to be. So, gains 1 power at the end of its turn. The Oshnu cannot be killed, will hide in its shell, and lose all power when brought to 1 health. Okay. And our flag thing, put the wound on the Oshnu. Well, it seems like it's probably a good idea to just go ahead and knock that thing into its shell. I don't know how long it stays in there. I'm assuming that this is not permanent. And you will heal at the end of the turn. You gain 1 power for every 5 cards that I play. That's a little concerning. You do actually have a ton of health. And you're going to buff yourself? Okay. Let's figure this out. How am I going to... Well, I guess let's start by playing Tall Deception. We have a free Tall Deception available. We do have a finisher. And we have combination. So I kind of want to take cross. Maybe just cross into combination is the rest of our turn. It's not a bad start. And then we could Admiralty Requisition, but I think there's a pretty good chance that we don't get to actually use any of the cards we draw. Man, 17 to 19. I'm actually going to go straight for the Intelligence Officer, because our allies are going to put this thing away. It would have felt like a shame to do 19 damage to this Oshnu. Okay, yeah, so it shells up just like that. Pretty much what was expected. Anyway, Charred Disc. This attack is charged. Her next attack deals a bonus damage and inflicts 3 wounds. And we are all going to take just a huge number of hits. Okay, but a lot of it's from the Oshnu. So the Oshnu comes out every single turn. Right now, it's actually taking a pretty significant portion of its health and damage. We only have to touch it just a little bit. So right now, we could play Hilt Bash on this thing. What are you taking right now? 1622? So Hilt Bash might, if it deals 3 damage, Hilt Bash will be enough to deal with the Oshnu before it has a chance to hit us. Do I want to play Inside Fighting? We could do a little setup turn. We have a free Rooted Haymaker to put you away. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Take a little setup time here. I'll coil gun you, maybe? Do we have to deal... No, that doesn't... What am I talking about? That doesn't make sense. Coil gun you. And then the Haymaker here. I don't know, it didn't make it much difference either way. But that's enough that the Oshnu is not going to hit us now. Which means we hardly take any damage at all. Oh dear, neither of my allies are bothering to attack this turn. Well, that complicates things slightly. Are these both from the... They are not both from the ocean. You know what? Maybe I just take the 10 damage. We can kidney shot you. Drop the attack that's doing most of the work. And then... Boosted Bedlam. Let's discard Seeker. That's pretty much a no-brainer. That went the wrong way, unfortunately. We could use the Tincture instead of playing Boosted Blade Fury, I suppose. You know, this is a good battle to have some power in, probably. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. That's very helpful. All of the damage we're taking this turn is from the ocean. Stab of the Deep might be good enough to kill it. Boosted Scatter is not totally ideal. I don't really want to have to hit it. I want to be focusing. But I guess if we do Assault into Stab of the Deep, and then I just stab it one more time, that takes it off the table and all of their attacks will get redirected to her. That's good enough. That's just as good. And then I'm going to play this Feint. Okay. Alright, I'm just playing cards for fun, forgetting about the buff over here. Well, whatever. She hardly gets to do anything anyway. Okay. This looks like an Admiralty requisition kind of time. So Hilt Bash is going to be quite a lot of combo now. Although, boy, so is Cross. Let's take Promoted Fight Dirty. I don't really love either of these. I think I'm going to take Boosted Scrapper. Okay, we can discard Stringer and... I guess Combat Gauze? I'm not going to spend an action to play Combat Gauze. So they're already dealing with the snail. I just need to focus, and she's getting a lot of defense. So is it really just like Cross into Finishing Strike? I think it might be. Well, Finishing Strike doesn't cash in very well. It would probably be the Carve. Or we could do Sal's Combo Daggers. Hilt Bash Combo Daggers into Carve, maybe? Yeah. That's a little better. Cross is just a little too expensive, unfortunately. This is way more overall damage, and the fact that we can't get as much combo here as we could off of the maximum value of Cross doesn't matter, because we can't spend all the combo anyway. Yeah, let's just apply some wounds. I dare say, it looks like we've won. I think we have a pretty good shot here. This would legitimately be way more difficult if we didn't have the second person helping us. Alright, free Tall Deception for... we already have plenty of finishing going on. Let's just get Stab of the Deep. And then, like... Is it... Boosted Bedlam... Probably Boosted Bedlam. We discard Stab of the Deep, I think. That was exactly the right target. Combination. And then we could have done a whole other thing. I mean, you know what we're going to do here. Really? Your Oshnu owed you? That seems unlikely. I think Ulo might be delirious. She has taken a lot of blows to the head and lost a lot of blood, so... it turns out we're on the lam again. I really am losing a lot of max health. Okay, Killer is probably the worst of the reputation cards that we've seen. I like that one the least. Alright, Ton now hates you, because you killed their friend Ulo. Ulo's corpse lays in the dirt. You hear a scuffle behind you. Fulo has struggled from his bonds and emerged from the safe house. Ulo, no! You really should have stayed in there, Fulo. Hold on, Grifter. I can see I was just a pawn. You got what you wanted out of Ulo, didn't you? I can pay. I'm the favorite. My mother will want to see me safely returned. But nobody will care about Ulo. What's more, I can promise you our family won't seek retribution. I mean, I don't believe him, right? Does anybody believe this? And this is in character. Sorry there, buddy. I've never had an entire Kradeshi dynasty after me. Sounds kind of fun. He's definitely vindictive, right? There's no way he would just let the thing go. I'd say it's nothing personal, but I did spend time with you. Ulo goes down easily. Clearly, Ulo inherited all the cunning in that family. And hey, look at that. You've defeated your benefactor's rival, and they will help you into the auction so you can kill Kashio. Unfortunately, that's all of the game that is currently in the game. That said, we should earn quite a lot of XP here. We took on every battle and negotiation that was available to us. We unlocked another prestige level. We actually did not quite unlock another pack of cards. We were right on the edge of it. Okay, well, that right there is Griftlands. That's what is in the thing right now. They're pushing updates pretty frequently, as you can see here, but it is a long, long way from finish. Like I said, I think they said winter 2020 was what they're aiming for. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you all found this as interesting as I do. I think that this is a super cool thing that Klei is building, and after having seen, first of all of their finished games, but secondly, especially the early access process for Don't Starve and Oxygen Not Included, I have every bit of faith that this thing is going to come out way cooler than it looks now, even. So that's it for the series. Thank you all so much for watching. We're coming back to the Griftlands. When they push a major update, maybe when they add the second character, maybe we'll wait all the way for release. But we'll be back, and we'll see you then.